So I'm going to talk about this because, and I said this a long time ago. I think when Americans and even some Haitian Americans, they think of gangs here in the United States of America, we think of a different level of violence and we think of a different level of control. Okay. And then we try and equate that to what's happening in Haiti, right? In the capital city. But in no time, right, have gangs in the United States of America taken control of major highways and agricultural land, shut down airports, and displaced 1.4 million people. Okay. So this is the difference between a gang down the street that has their turf, and when they eventually, when they, and because most of us already know gangsters and gangsters, period, we already know some, they're arrested and prosecuted. Okay. That's not so in Haiti. So when you say Chicago, or when you say any major city or any city with gang members, right? This is on a whole other scale. They are running things. You see, that's the difference. That's the difference. If something like that happened in the United States of America, in any state, that state would have a level whatever 4 or level whatever, I don't know, warning, whatever they call them things, to not go there. But it has not. Okay. So this is where comparing the levels of violence and control, what is happening to a gang in the United States of America. We all know someone who's in a gang or have been in a gang, or we know of someone who's been in a gang. We know, period. Okay. Whether you're white, black, Asian, it doesn't matter. But the scale is completely different. And so I wish people would stop trying to make it equal. Oh, we have gangs over here, and it's not like we have gangs over here, but the gangs didn't shut down the airport. The gangs aren't. We're talking about politically leveled gang control in Haiti. We're talking about people who, when you travel down the highway, you have to pay them. Like, yeah, you have to give them what the flip they want. They aren't getting arrested. They they aren't getting arrested. They're on the streets, la la la, in complete control of the area. The capital, not a neighborhood, not a street corner. They're in total control. Also, I want to address something that someone mentioned. They were asking someone, and they said, "Well, do you think that us showing all the good parts and all the parts where people can go and all the improvements or whatever during this crisis that Haiti is having, in the, people like to say in the capital, but it's more than just in the capital, according to Haitians who actually live there, not Haitians who go visit, not those who go visit on the resorts, not people who just go visit on the resorts where it's nice and safe and private. We're talking about living in Haiti. And I'll put this comment here because this is someone who is Haitian, right? And who's trying to explain the difference between visiting. I can go visit anywhere for a week and have a great time. Here's where people are just wondering, is it affecting, and I said this, I'm not sure why people miss it, is it affecting public perception? And if, in fact, all you need to give a racist or anybody else something to justify what they do, they're going to do it. And I don't think a lot of people understand racist. Okay. So if you give them a reason, then they're going to take that reason and run with it. Okay. And so this is what a lot of people going flexing on social media have effectively done. They've done a superb job of it. It's saying that, hey, don't need no help. They got it. Under an administration like this one, The more you flex, that's it. They love that junk. People don't understand racism. I don't think a lot of immigrants here even understand racism. And then they jump on Black Americans. You try to warn. I ain't gonna try to warn nobody no more. Okay, I'm trying to warn you. And then you get little smart mouth behind people. Not the comments, but little smart mouth behind people coming in your comments or whatever. Like they hurting me or something like that. Like, you ain't hurting me. You hurting yourself. You don't know how to read the room, apparently. Like, you don't. You don't know how to read the room at all. You just coming up here talking about you flexing, just like I asked in the other video. Well, flexing for who? You got the wrong administration to be talking about you flexing when you actually know there's a problem in Haiti. Economically, in every other way, there's a problem in Haiti. But you flexing like you paid. And ain't no problems with nobody. You going to the resorts, you going to the nice places that God made, the beautiful places that God made, and then you're shaping the perception of those who got a target on your back already. They just needed a little bit and you gave it to them because they already said they checking social media, and you still putting up stuff to saying you're not in danger. Like, you're still flexing. Like I said before, and I said this, and I will block anybody to come with a smart lip again, because look, this is just one of the last times. I said that was the last time I'm talking about hate. Thing is, I'm gonna let you do you. Since y'all can't read the room, do you. Since I'm a Black American and I don't know what the flip I'm talking about, do you. Because God Almighty already know. Look, one thing about me is I'm gonna do what God thus said the Lord said do. I tried to warn you, just like Noah. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, we just gonna handle it. Just like many other mighty prophets of the Bible. Okay, Jeremiah went out there to warn people. They toss him in jail. They don't like what he's saying. Okay, fine. All right, cool. Okay, look, try to tell you, you don't want to listen. You don't want to read the room. You say Black Americans stupid. Then you say Black Americans got tree problems over there. Handle your tree problem. Okay, we handle our tree problems. We on that. Okay. I don't know if you think that's supposed to hurt my feelings. Okay, but do you? Because I know how to dust my feet. Once it's dusted, it's dusted. And then there's no way I won't be able to sleep, because I done warned you. You're doing too much. And when I say that, y'all take offense to it. You're doing too much. Because I don't know if y'all just teenagers. I don't know if y'all just young, immature adults or some junk like that. But I don't know if y'all grown, immature adults. But the fact of the matter is, you're doing too much. You're doing too much on social media. You let your right hand know what your left hand doing all the freaking time. I'm dusting my feet. I said all I can say. Y'all, look, that's it.